camera on too late, but you guys know Thinus, you know Ethan very well. As of Christmas, yes, Christmas.
Yeah.
As of Christmas, Thinus himself is the owner of a 1400 Bucky. It's still got the A14 motor, as far as we know. The only thing that we discussed that's been done to it is basically as a city golf coil
And distributor, yeah.
and distributor. And I must say, compared to my Bucky, which is standard with just the electronic distributor, it makes a big difference. I don't know, like response and how power gets delivered. And then also Thinus has a branch and a free flow, but his exhaust is quite bigger.
Yeah.
I think it's, oh shit, my camera is all over. It's 63 more.
Yeah.
So he's got a 63 mil exhaust and nothing else that we know. We don't know what's done to the car suspension wise or to the Bucky suspension wise, but it does handle a lot better than mine. I was telling him earlier that when I'm going around the corner, mine feels very floaty and his is a lot more stable. So we don't really know what's been done suspension wise to the Bucky. Thinus says he suspects that it was a racing Bucky or that it was turbocharged or so with a different style or type of motor previously before him owning it. But yeah, we are just going for a drive along. You guys saw from the outside, it does sound crazy and it does burnouts quite nicely. Compared to my Bucky, it pulls a lot harder. I don't know if you're able to. Well, you've got bigger jets in the. Yeah. So he's got bigger jets in his carburetor as well. Still a standard carburetor, but it does make a difference with the bigger jets. I don't know what he's doing. Both of us need to do something to lock our diffs because going around
one wheel spinning.
So we're changing over the tires so that the tire that does do the burnout doesn't get favored and gets eaten a lot quicker. But yeah, so we're just gonna go for a few pulls up and down, see what it sounds like from the inside, and also feel how it feels. Said this when you just got the Bucky as well, you can actually hear and feel when the second phase,
just main jet, second jet.
Main jet and second jet actually switches over. You can hear it. Not that these Buckies have, not that they have VTEC, but you can clearly hear the difference when that second jet opens up or kicks in. For those that know carburetors very well, I'm sure you guys can correct us in regards to the correct terms there. But sorry for the second stage. Sorry for the close-up angle as well. My phone's front camera doesn't do wide angle. But yeah, the Bucky pulls. Hoping that it would rain today. It is slightly drizzling, but we're not getting actual rain because both of our Buckies do a little better drifting when it's raining. But yeah, we haven't been spoiled that way. I think it's better.
Much better.
Third gear. you can also, Tina said earlier that you can do the A15 pistons with the same conrods on the A14 motor. You just need to obviously bore out the block, but that would be something cool to see, because I don't know.
We're gonna pay our school money, but
Yeah.
school fees.
R&D. I know there's not a lot of people that leave these A14 motors standard, so to try see if you can actually make some power and do something different than just straight swapping a 4AGE or SR20, which is like the most common thing to do. So far we both have this 4-speed standard Nissan 1400 gearbox, and for me, I don't know, you can say, but for me, like, it handles the power that the A14 motor makes quite well.
100%. Yeah.
People say they are a bit like glass, but we personally haven't had any issues. As you know, I tend to tow quite a lot and work a lot with my Bucky, so to take the heavy load, and I know Thinus has been using his Bucky for some work stuff as well recently. With how many kgs would you say is that toolbox of yours?
Well, about 300 kg. So
300.
it worked 100%. There's enough space to load a proper toolbox. So we are doing diesel mechanic work, and with everything loaded on the bucket before we can still drive it properly. You know, there's no skidding and clapping, and yeah, it just goes lekker.
Suspension stands as well.
So suspension is lekker stiff, so I think that's what makes them so nice, is that the suspensions are stiff, and you can easily play with the suspension also if you want. So if you want to drop a bit, you can just drop a bit. If you want to lift a bit, you can just lift a bit.
Yeah.
We've also noticed that my Bucky's got other shocks in at the back, which makes it a type of a hard ride, but when loading stuff, the Bucky stands quite equal,
Yeah.
which helps a lot by loading heavy materials on the back. So
It makes a bit of a harder ride, but when you're going around corners, I think it's like bigger shocks makes it handle a bit better. Like I said, my Bucky is a bit floaty around the corners because it's got standard 1400 shocks, standard leaf springs, and front shocks are still standard as well. That's why we are suspecting that something has been done to his Bucky suspension. But I really like his seats as well. As you guys saw recently, I put in the new seats in my Bucky. They're very uncomfortable. We still need to make brackets for Thinus's Bucky seats, so that's probably something we'll be doing shortly, and recording that for you guys, because this is a different bucket seat compared to what I have in my Bucky. But they sit very comfortably. They don't take up a massive amount of space. That's one thing I've seen in other 1400s, like the bucket seats that people put in, you're left like all cramped up with no space left in the Bucky. So I don't know where they got these, but they actually fit the Bucky and the size of the Bucky very well.
yeah.
We're gonna probably end up with one last second to third gear pull. But thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for watching. If you need any assistance with any diesel mechanic work, any heavy machinery like mining machinery, I'll link Thinus's number and his email address down below. Get in contact with him, you won't be disappointed. But thank you guys for joining, and checking out Thinus's Bucky. You always only see him in the background or explaining videos to me who's not knowledgeable, but we appreciate him sharing his Bucky and his time with us. And thank you guys for watching. We're gonna do one more pull, and yeah, as we get updates regarding to what he's gonna be doing to the motor and to the Bucky, we'll obviously update you guys on the channel as well. One last pull, and then I'll switch off the camera. Hulle optel.
En terugkom met die synjonge partel.
Yes, man.